warm-up today. Our warm-up today is going to consist of arm stretches, including these ones across your body. Hold this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give it a little shake. Switch over your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Go up above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give her a shake. Go again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give her a shake. Let's do some arm circles. We're going to start with a little forward for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go backwards a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do big ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, great job. Shake it out a little bit. Let's go down to our lower body. We're going to start with the quads. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, good job. Shake it out a little bit. Let's go to the other one. This is my troubled leg, so I'm going to do it this way. 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, good job. Shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to go down to the floor because we've got hamstring stretches. So we're going to go down here. You're going to put left leg in, right leg out. Go ahead and touch your toe. Bring it back if you can. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. 5, 10, 15. Good job. All right. Now switch legs. 5, 10, 15. Great job, guys. All right, now both legs out in front. Hold for another 15. Point your toes for an extra stretch. 10, 15. Great job. All right, we're going to do some jumping jacks. We're going to do 10 jumping jacks to get us ready for our balance activity today. Ready? All right, great job, guys. Now let's head over to our balance activity. Today we're working on the modified BASS test. So head on over here. So before we get started, let's talk about the BASS test. The BASS test was made to access your ability of balance. So in the BASS test, you see our 1-inch squares on the floor. Each square between distance to distance is 30 inches, and between the side ones is 15. So let's come back down here. Everybody say hi to our family pet. This is Mia. We're going to start here on 1. You're going to start with your right foot. You should be balancing, and we're going to jump to this first one with our left, hold for 5, jump to this one, hold for 5, jump to this one, hold for 5, jump to this one, hold for 5, jump here, hold for 5, jump again, hold to 5, jump again, hold to 5, hold to 5, hold to 5, hold to 5. All right, so let's talk about any way that you can get marked down on this test. If you do not land on the 1-inch square, you get marked down. If you wobble when you land during your 5 seconds, you get marked down. If your foot comes down and touches, you get marked down. If you have to balance yourself, you get marked down. Some other things that should be mentioned is that there are only normative values for this, not percentiles. So it's a small window for us to decide if you are in the norms. Another thing that we can talk about is the populations that would be good for the modified BASS test. So the modified BASS test is great for populations who are not at a fall risk and who are physically active and who have good balance. Populations I would suggest not to complete this activity would be populations such as at fall risk, whether it's due to injury or age, which could be geriatrics or pediatrics, and people who have joint problems and joint pain. Anything that increases your pain or makes pain arise, we would always want to stop that test. So let's talk about our developmental activities today. So we use developmental activities to help enhance our balance and flexibility for a modified BASS test. Today we have a rotation set up for you. So for our first rotation, we're going to do line jumping. For our second rotation, we're doing hopscotch. And for our third rotation, we will be doing jump rope. Each rotation will last 5 minutes, and we will have each student do each rotation 2 times. So let's start with line jumping. With line jumping, each line is set 15 inches apart from each other, just like in the BASS test. This makes us know that this would be a great activity for us to prepare for the modified BASS test. So with this one, you're going to start on 1 foot, just like the BASS test, and you're going to hop to the next one. And hop, and hop, and hop. When you are at the 4th line, so 1, 2, 3, when you are hopping from this line to this line, I want the person behind you to start. You'll be broken down into groups so that everybody has a chance to be constantly moving. All right, by making sure that we have room in between each person, that allows us to try and avoid any contact or any harm that happens if we lose balance. If you lose balance, no big deal. Make sure you catch your balance, put your foot down. You're not going to get marked down here. This is our practice. All right, so everybody, let's line up and go through this once. All right, great job. Great job, way to start. 3 after, good job. Keep going. Hop from left to right, good job. All right, guys, good job. Now let's try our hopscotch. So hopscotch is just like when we were kids. You're going to start with your right, so which is just like the modified BASS, and you're going to go 1, hop to 2, 1, hop to 2, 1, hop to 2, 1, and then you're done. So everybody come and line up. We're going to practice this before we go to our next person. All right, great job. Way to go, Lexi. Good job. Way to stay balanced. All right, guys, now we're going to jump rope. For your jump rope station, everybody gets their own jump rope, so make sure to space out farther than your jump rope so you know you can't hit your partners. So you're going to have this for 5 minutes, and then after that, we're going to go through one more rotation, okay? And then everybody will get to do our BASS test. All right, so let's talk about why all 3 of these activities we talked about today are great for getting us started to prepare us for the BASS test. So, all 3 of these tests have similarities to the BASS test, such as balancing, hopping from one foot to the other, and moving our bodies and stabling ourselves. So, the best test we've done before in the past, that shows us just being able to balance without moving our center of gravity. The BASS test shows us how to balance while moving our center of gravity. By jumping from one spot to the next, that's moving your center of gravity. So that makes it harder for people to balance. It also makes it harder for this to be done with people who have balance issues because it's not as easy for us to stand and stabilize them and make sure that they're not going to fall and get injured. Let's talk about why each of these tests would be a bad idea for populations. Again, just like when we talked about the BASS test, populations that could be affected by this in a negative way are people who are at fall risk from age or from injury, people who have joint problems, and people who are not as athletic or able to go through activities that increase the heart rate. So, great populations to this on are populations like you, 8th grade to seniors, because you're all physically active, especially in my gym class, and we've all talked about how important balance is for everyday living. Another great population would be athletes, such as gymnasts, baseball players who have to jump, baseball players who have to lean off of the bases. Other populations that this could benefit are geriatrics who are active. So there are some geriatrics who struggle with activity and who struggle with increased heart rate, but for people who do not struggle with these, I would highly suggest this because this will help them in everyday life, such as walking down the stairs, sitting to standing and finding your center of gravity, and simple things such as going from off the sidewalk to the road, getting out of the car, simple things that we don't normally think about when we think about balance. All right, guys, you did great today. Now, let's get started on our cool down. For our cool down, we're gonna start by a 1-minute walk. So everybody, let's get our timers out and we're gonna walk for 1 minute. Ready? We want to be walking at a steady pace, calming our body, slowing our heart rate, getting ready for the next class today, cooling our bodies down, making sure that we are all ready to be done with our fitness test. All right, great minute. Now we're going to start with head circles. Head circles are great because they relax your body, they open up your chest. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you close your eyes, it makes it a little more difficult, so if you can't do it, go ahead and open your eyes. All right, let's go the other way. Alrighty. Alright, let's do some more arm stretches. It's great to stretch after activities as well. That will help with our other component of fitness, flexibility. Right. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Shake it out. 9, 10. Alright, shake it out. We're going to do side bending now. Side bending stretches your trunk and your arms. Deep breath in. is meant to be relaxing, so if it's hurting really bad, don't stretch as far. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're calming our bodies from our activity today. All right, now we're gonna go to the floor. We're gonna do my favorite stretch of all time. Mia's gonna help us. We're gonna put our body on the floor like a